the USA men's basketball team, right? And the players all voted. Is that right, Rob G? They voted. The best player is LeBron James on Team USA. Rob G has the details.
That's right. The Athletic conducted an informal poll of the 15 camp participants for Team USA and asked them who they thought was the best player in their little mini camp that they've had. By a runaway margin, 5 votes, which 5 out of 15 is a lot. LeBron James. No one else received more than 2. And they
Wait a minute,
actually got...
Did Bronny get the vote in this? I'm
No,
just
he
asking.
did not.
Okay.
He did not. And then they also got on-the-record comments by a couple of guys who LeBron faced off in that Team USA scrimmage, the select guys. One of them, Amen Thompson, about LeBron. I told my brother after the first day, I was like, dude's 40, and he's the best player on the court. Jabari Smith Jr. added, I feel like LeBron's focus, Steph's focus, people have been around doing this for a long time, keeping that focus, still keep that hunger. That's what impressed me the most.
Shaun King, I'm here to tell you right now that if LeBron James is the best player on Team USA, you can forget about a gold medal because that ain't happening. LeBron James, if he's your best player, there's something wrong. There's something stinky in Denmark. If I put my finger on it, I need to wash it. That's how bad it is. A 40-year-old is the best player on Team USA? He's better than Kevin Durant? He's better than Steph? LeBron James, who can only make the playoffs through the play-in with an Anthony Davis on his squad? That's the guy who's the best player on Team USA? I want Team Sweden. I'm going to pull for Team Sweden.
I'll
out.
say this. Rob,
on USA. I'm out.
The first thing I thought was, okay, Bron took the USA select team to dinner and he paid the tab. Like it had to be something because just from a mindset standpoint, like what is wrong with these young guys? Like to me, these practices should be all about Jason Tatum and Anthony Edwards.
Thank you.
Who's about to assume the mantle as the guy?
Thank you.
This bothers me. This bothers me to no end. Not saying that LeBron's not still a great player, but he wasn't a great player in any of the highlights that are available to the public. He shot a flat-foot brick from three-point in the highlights.
But, Shaun, can we be real? He doesn't impact winning the way he used to. And I'm going to say this why. I'm going to say why. His numbers are tremendous, but they don't win like that. In the years gone by, if LeBron was averaging the numbers that he put up last year, the Lakers wouldn't be in no play-in. They would be vying for the division title. And they're not in those races anymore. That's why I say it doesn't impact winning his numbers.
I just don't get why you have a good opinion and then you add like this Ron Parker narrative to it that completely like dissolves your opinion of any credibility. You can't say he doesn't impact winning. Come on, stop it. He might not be the best player in the National Basketball Association, which he has been for the majority
He's the
of
best player of
what's
the
about
US
to be
Team
22
USA?
years. I don't believe that vote.
Okay.
I don't believe that vote, and I don't know why. I think this is the one thing that's missing with some of the Gen Z athletes is that desire to take the mantle from the establishment. But I'm not willing to say that if Bron's the best player, actually, that they can't win a gold. But you would think that there'd be some kind of changing of the guard here.
There should be a changing of the guard. I mean, I got, with all the older players that Team USA have, I mean, for real, Shaun, I got some inside information. I have the pregame meal for Team USA,
oh gosh,
which is sodium-free bacon, decaf coffee, and a chest X-ray. I mean, that's where we are. That's where we are, Shaun. That's what this dream team is. It's like the Golden Girls getting back together. I mean, come on, Shaun. That 40-year-old LeBron James is the best thing we have to offer. It's like what? It's like your grandfather's old Cadillac. Is that what we're talking about? It looks good, but it don't ride the same.
I'm going to take shots at LeBron or diminish who and what LeBron is, but I do kind of have an issue with the fact that none of the young guys have really grabbed this thing by the horns. And let's be honest, I mean, Kevin Durant's already hurt. He's already load managing the first game against Canada. When I looked at the roster, that was the one thing that was kind of alarming. Because they do have multiple guys, whether it be Embiid, whether it be AD, whether it be Kawhi, whether it be KD.
It's ridiculous.
They do have a significant injury history. Do they take like extras to the Olympics in case guys go down? They can replace them on the roster, or
that's a good question. I don't know. That's a really good question.
With this team, I really might with this team, to be honest.
With this team, you might have to have a wet nurse sitting there or something. You don't need help easily with this team, or a doctor at least on the bench, or two of them, because all these guys are banged up. All of them have injury. Most of them have injury issues. I don't know what they're thinking. Like this is put the band back together, one last run. We should have been moved on from this. Really? I mean, too many old guys, and LeBron's the best guy. Is that where we are? LeBron's the best guy?
To me. I don't have to criticize LeBron to disagree with the decision like you.
That's like saying that Barnaby Jones is the best TV show.
It was surprising. It was very surprising. Especially after Anthony Edwards came out and said this was his squad.
I thought he said he was the first option.
I mean, did he get any votes?
Rob G, did Anthony Edwards get any vote? Did he get a vote from himself? I hope at least one.
He got 2 votes.
Oh, got 2. All right. Him and whoever else is represented by his agent. Those 2.
I could even live with Steph being voted it, but I do feel like, come on, guys.
Yeah, Steph, as long as you don't need a big shot in a big moment.
LeBron's supposed to be the guy that's telling everybody what the nice restaurants are, like, like what sites you want to, like, come on, because he's been a couple Olympics, but, I mean, yeah, I'm with you, Rob. I just still think you take things and you push the car all the way off the edge of the cliff when it doesn't have to. Every accident doesn't have to be fatal, but you just, I mean, LeBron's great. Shout out to LeBron, but it is alarming that none of the young guys have imposed their will enough to get the consensus that it's time for Bron to maybe move to the side and somebody else become the face of it.
Can I give you some? I'm gonna help you out with the he doesn't impact winning the same way. Okay, he just doesn't. Since the bubble, the Mickey Mouse Championship in 2020, it counts. But it still was in Orlando. That's why I called it Mickey Mouse Championship. The Lakers have a winning percentage of .518, just over 500, okay? They have been in the play-in, they've been a play-in team 3 times and missed the playoffs outright the other time, okay? That is what you're calling the best player? Who has to have the play-in. Imagine there being no play-in where LeBron's tenure would be with the Lakers, which is probably, right, 1 or 2 playoff appearances in that bubble championship, and then you'd have 4 missed playoffs. That's incredible for 6 years. Incredible.
I'm speechless.
There you go.
It has to be more to this than we know. Like, LeBron had to pull everybody to the side. Listen, Vegas has already got awarded an NBA franchise down the road. I'm going to be in the ownership group.
Can we stop with that?
I'm just like, it's got to be like some contingency plans.
You live in Las Vegas, okay, with all the money and the big muckety-mucks there. You think they're going to let, seriously, a former player grab that franchise in Las Vegas? Yeah,
I don't know if he'll be like the main guy, but he'll be a part of the group.
Dude, you're not going to get in Las Vegas. You know what the kind of money that those guys have in those casinos?
I mean, we're talking about Bron now.
He ain't got the casino money. I'll tell you that. Don't kid yourself.
It doesn't hurt to have him as part of the group. That's all I'm
just talking about he ain't going to be the main guy.
Obviously, he's very convincing. He just convinced 11 of the best alleged players in the world to vote him as the best of the group. So, obviously, he still has a lot of power.